Just give me an idea of your emotions this past couple of days now, and then knowing now, finally you're going to make that, or hopefully make the appearance from the bench now, and working with some of these experienced players.
I think emotionally, it's been good. I think big thing for my family as well. But I've just taken it one day at a time, focusing on each day, trying to get the prep and the detail. And I think the emotion will really let out on Saturday. But for now, it's just focusing on every single thing at training and making sure we sharpen up and ready to go on Saturday.
Did you think that you would make that debut this coming Saturday?
To be honest, no, but it's something that I did have in my goals. I think everyone who plays rugby in South Africa, especially schoolboys, you look forward to making that debut. Just didn't really think with the switch from loose forward to prop it happened this soon. But extremely grateful, and yeah.
Your school, Maritzburg College, I think your last 3 Springboks were all fly halves, Joel and Peter Grant and Butch. It's about time they had a prop. How do you
We're actually chatting about that, Jesse and I. We can't recall, I think, maybe back in the day, a forwards made it. So, yeah, it's great for the school, for myself as well, being from there, to be a forward who makes it in.
Can I just ask you, usually when there are test matches against Wales, there's always this talk about what they pack and do, especially their front row. Have you had any conversations with the more experienced guys, what these visitors are going to bring for you guys? We also know what happened this past weekend in Loftus, obviously.
Yeah, it's a test match. I think even not besides Wales, I think everyone who plays against the Springboks fronts up, and they take their game up. They prepare for it. So on our side as well, personally for me, I've had a sit down with the coaches. They've played a huge part, and this hasn't just been going on for just this week. It's been happening ever since we were in Pretoria while the other guys were playing. So it's something that we've been preparing for the past 4 weeks or so. They definitely want to front up, and I can definitely say we're ready for it as well.
Yeah. There's actually, there is actually a lot of new guys in the team. I mean, you are not used to him in a match situation. Is that maybe something on Saturday that will be hard? I'm also asking that for you. I mean, you are not actually used to him and Curtly Arendse maybe and whoever. Actually, will that have an effect, and how do you, I don't know, work around that in the week?
From our side, I don't think so. Been together for a good couple of weeks. We spend a lot of time on and off the field. Like you guys were mentioning, the Lustria are great players all around, and we might not have played together, but I think throughout playing URC we've played against each other, so more or less know each other, and I think these guys, particularly Lustria, complement each other. So yeah.
You've got a bit of a legacy to live up to. I mean, the 2 front rows that normally play, with quite a reputation in world rugby, and the bomb squad added to that as well. Just your thoughts on that? I mean,
yeah, I think legacy-wise, myself, I'm just gonna do what I'm picked for and do my best on my side. Obviously, it's a massive privilege, and they've created that name for themselves. Obviously, particularly the bomb squad coming on and making sure that they inflict that so-called slow poison that's renowned for the Springboks. So on my side, going back to how I felt, I've got no worry running on with the men that I'm running on with. Guys have won massive championships, so those guys have really been a good guides and mentors for me throughout this week and the past couple of weeks. So yeah.
Okay, just for broadcasting purposes, sorry, I need to ask you this. Do you mind pronouncing your name and your surname for me, please? As clearly as possible so you understand. And have you asked another question before you answer that? Do that. Do you have a nickname? What are you known in the Sharks camp and here in this camp?
My name, Ntuthuko Mchunu. Yeah. The guys call me Tux.
Yeah. Okay, your Vietnam person? Same call.
It might be very premature, but people are calling you the new beast. Obviously, you've moved from number 8 to Lucette, same as he did. Has he spoken to you at all, helped you down in Durban, and how do you feel about living up to that reputation?
First of all, obviously it's a massive thing being kind of called Beast 2.0, as people have been saying. but I just want to create my own legacy.
Yeah.
He's someone who sets the bar high for us to reach, and I've kind of got my own. I want to do it my way. But I'm very grateful for what people are calling me. Secondly, he's been a great mentor, if I could say. More off the field stuff and kind of like coming into the system similarly to how he's coming. So he's been great from a mental point of view, and just understanding that there's someone out there who's done it before, just to calm the nerves if there's anything that I need.
Just the last question, just on what would people be surprised if they learned away from the field? They obviously know you as a rugby player, but what would you surprise them if you spend your time, what you do away from the field?
I enjoy walking on the promenade. Obviously, being from Durban, living in Durban, and I definitely enjoy being on the farm.
Okay.
Yeah.